here I am at my Canada Day race. It is just getting ready to start the 15K walk. I got about 20 minutes until it's time for my race. No sleep last night, so this is going to be awesome. My Garmin is broken too, so even more awesome. Here we go. Okay, so I guess this is my race report. I'll just intro by saying that I don't have any footage from during the race because I was too in the zone to stop and pull out my phone and record. I mean, I was supposed to be running, right? And then, just as I got close to the finish line, I texted my husband, said, "Hey, I'm going to be there pretty quick." And I was 3 minutes faster than I told him because I misjudged that last hill and how long it would take me. And he turned around and I was done. So, oops. Anyway, so today's kind of a recovery day, just going for a gentle walk, and figured it was as good a time as any to record this race report. So the Canada Day 15K race was a road race here in my city, and it started at 7:25 in the morning, which was early. The night before, I got maybe between 3.5 and 4.5 hours of sleep, thanks to some untimely interruptions by my children who did not sleep well and who are young enough still to cause such interruptions. So it is what it is, and I still managed to get up, have my peanut butter toast and coffee early enough that it wouldn't interfere with the race, and we were out the door at about 6:20, got to the race location, I guess it was just before 7 because the 10K walkers were leaving. So then my race started at 7:25, and my husband and the kids did their 2.5K race, I guess around 7:40 or 7:45. My race was pretty good. It started off with a really steep hill, downhill, as we kind of left the legislature area and headed down underneath the one of the bridges, and then along the riverfront. Little bit of a hill to go up onto the bridge to cross the river, and then once we were across the river, we did a loop of a local park, came back out, and headed up a fairly steep hill. I think the local running clubs actually use it in their hill training. It's one of the locations in the area that they use. Up that hill, circled up along past some multi-million-dollar homes that kind of fronted onto the river valley itself, and then looped around through the University District, back down the big hill, back across the river, and back to the finish line. I finished in 2:04:03, which is pretty good for me. I did take some walking breaks, but even with the walking breaks, I averaged about 8:16 or 8:17 per kilometer, which is kind of right on par. That's kind of my easy pace. I don't think I really know how to hold steady at a faster pace than that, but I was pretty pleased because it was would have been nice to break under 2 hours, but not quite. Whatever. I didn't come last. I didn't even come second last. There were quite a few people who finished after me, as far as I could tell, who were registered for the run. And all in all, it was a really good race. I was really, this is windy. I hope this sound turns out. Just talk a little closer to the microphone. I was really pleased. I felt good the whole time. No moments of thinking, oh, I'm gonna die. I did stop and walk a few times just to catch my breath, but I don't think I ever walked longer than maybe 1 or 2 minutes at a time, and I only had to stop and walk a few times. And towards the end, I ran pretty much continuously, more or less, aside from hiking up that last big hill, the same one that we started the race with. So it was a really good race, probably the best one I've had so far this year in terms of how I felt during the race, how I felt afterwards. Today, the next day, not feeling any stiffness or soreness, which leaves me Feeling pretty good that was kind of within my range despite missing a few long runs in a row there. And so I'm feeling pretty prepared to start my half marathon training halfway through a training cycle. In case you're thinking that I'm kind of silly for doing that, the previous training cycle I was in does mesh, the end of it kind of meshes really well with the middle of the half marathon cycle, so I'm kind of just flowing from one into the next. Guess while I'm here and walking, might as well show you some ducks. We got ducks. We have no geese. Usually this area is all geese. I can see the evidence of them on the ground, but I haven't actually seen the geese in a couple of weeks, and it's kind of creeping me out because what do they know that we don't? This is an area that I like to run spring, summer, fall because the path is gravel. It's not well broken during the winter, and I tried to run it once and just about killed myself. Just about broke my ankle because the snow was so rutted and half thawed. Certain times of year it doesn't smell very good either because you can see the stormwater pond's kind of scummy there. Anyway, that's really all I had today. Just wanted to recap on the race. Wish everyone a belated Happy Canada Day because I'm posting this today and not yesterday. I was so tired yesterday with not getting much sleep, and then the race that, well, I didn't really have a nap. I wasn't good for much either. And yeah, I have a couple minutes to myself. My husband and kids are supposedly baking banana bread back at home right now, so go for a walk, and I'll try to be back again tomorrow with tomorrow's run. As far as stabilization of the images and stuff goes, I am thinking about getting a gimbal, but they're really costly, so I'm just gonna kind of keep it as a... Oh, there's a birdie. I'm gonna keep it as an option, but I'm not sure I want to invest in it until I decide whether or not this is something I'm gonna keep doing. So, more viewers, more likes, more subscriptions make me more likely to continue with this. So if you want me to keep going and you'd like to be able to get this kind of image quality or better, because it would improve even this while I'm running, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and if I see there's continued interest, then I will make that investment. In any case, have a great week, everybody. And I will check in again after tomorrow's run.